I am the voice of Night Industry 2000's microprocessor.
Good evening and welcome to Full Blown Friday, AL and ALO radio show. Let me go ahead and share this to social media. I have a couple of pre-recorded videos that I'm going to be sharing. I actually was going to do this podcast a little bit later at 7 p.m. tonight, but I'm going to do it right now. So let me share this here and see. Okay, so anywho, I am going to share some videos that I uploaded earlier for today. Good evening, and thank you. Make sure that this is playing. Okay, there we go. Good evening, and thank you for tuning in to the Full Blown Friday AM radio show. So I don't have any music today. I am going to actually be talking about an experience that I had earlier this morning. I have experiences nearly constantly. I've said every day, but I mean it's more than just daily. It's every time I leave to do anything outside in Phoenix, Arizona. And it's not just in Phoenix. I've been talking about this issue in Maricopa County for a few years now, but it's just gotten to the point here wherever I've gone. It's been progressively worse with stalking, harassment, solicitation for prostitution. I've gotten license plate numbers. I've gotten photographs of people. I did also mention that I was going to be including that in sex trafficking here in Phoenix, which I will be. I'm just hoping that by talking about the people that I know personally with a history, that these random people will stop. Because if you're hearing something about me that is false, then that it would be those would be the only sources. Other than that, I don't know where anybody could potentially be getting this information, and that's why I'm talking about it. So if you have any information again about anyone who maybe I don't know has admitted to you or had you know co-conspire with them unwittingly in drug trafficking and sex trafficking and harassment, it would probably be better for you to go ahead and report that to the Phoenix police. Um, Again, this hasn't been done for quite some time. There is a lawsuit that is being put together in the process, and I know that there are some people that are pretending to care about this, that are kind of making fun of that whole thing too, which, keep doing what you're doing. Lawsuits take time and they also cost money. So I think it's really telling that the entire community that I wanted to actually do something good for is working overtime to just murder me. And you are, right? I mean, what other end do you anticipate coming from planting a large quantity of tramadol inside my storage unit? So there's some people in Phoenix, Arizona who are actively trying to murder me for their own reasons. I don't pretend to understand hate, so I'm not going to even entertain what those reasons might be because I don't know. I haven't done anything to these people. Most of them I don't know anymore. We knew each other between 15 to 30 years ago. I went over that in the video. Again, if people have any questions, they're free to post those questions publicly. If you're pissed off at me, there are ways to contact me on my website. You can find those on the contact page marked with the infinity symbol. Hopefully, you'll be able to reach me and we can communicate about that. But everything in my exclusive reports are true. Um, I'm not doing gossip anymore. Gossip is very, very much not what I want to do with this site. I want to do entertainment, but not gossip. So my exclusives are true. I will back those up with video evidence, court documentation, everything that I've said. Um, you can see that there. But for this particular video on Friday, I wanted to talk more about somebody who is on my suspect list. His name is Justin Whittam. That is spelled Justin Whittam, Whitham, Justin Whittam. He lives in Glendale, Arizona, I believe. I'm not positive what city he lives in. Justin Patrick Whittam. That is Justin Patrick Whittam. He is one of the suspects on my list for potential drug traffickers. Um, I didn't actually go into too many reasons about him in that video, so I think I will now. I did on my public social media account. One reason I suspect Justin is because he contacted me in 2012 when I was in Las Vegas and had lived there for approximately a year and a half, by finding my phone number that I had listed for my business, and contacting me. And we corresponded for a little while, caught up, because I hadn't spoken to the Whittam family in years, having been the ex-girlfriend of their son Kenny and him driving him crazy. It didn't really seem like the appropriate thing to do to reach out and say, "Hey, how are you?" So I was a little taken aback when Justin did, but I talked to him. I had been isolated at that time for again about a year and a half, and human contact was nice. Um, I talked to Susan, who I did have a close relationship with when Kenny and I were dating in high school, but I again didn't keep in contact with them, because Kenny and I broke up when I was approximately 19 or 20 years old. And so yeah, beyond that, let's see here. All right. So beyond that, Justin, he in 96 or 97, I would say somewhere between 1995 to 1998, let's say, in that range. Justin Whittam was involved in the near beating death of a young man in Peoria, Arizona, potentially the Surprise area now, what is known as Surprise or El Mirage. The young man, I don't remember his name, potentially died, or I don't know if he died. He almost died. So give me one sec. I need to turn off some notifications here. Um, okay, so let me start that over. Okay, my sound working? Hello. Okay. Yeah, okay, it is. All right. So, anyways, um, yeah, between 1995 to 1998, Justin Patrick Whittam was involved in the near beating death of a young man in Peoria, Arizona, which is potentially now known as the city of Surprise or El Mirage. He was a minor at the time. I believe he was cleared of the charges. The young man is I believe he almost died, or he may have died. I'm not positive. So there's that reason. He also threatened me with a baseball bat. He threatened to hit me with a baseball bat over something. I forget what he was angry at me over. But he has a very violent temper. And yeah, in 2012, he reached out to me to contact me. I saw him, I saw Susan, I saw Ken Whittam Sr. Ken Whittam Sr. gave me his personal cell phone number. This is all information that I've entered into the website as well. On the star page at autumnleesnews.com, click on the star page and it'll read the information. You do need to sign up for an account. It is free to sign up for an account to view the releases of pedophiles and the Whittam incest family of pedos. So you will need to sign up an account for an account to view those. But yeah, so I go into this in the blog about the Whittams. I saw them again. They invited me to see Kenny again. I declined. I didn't show up. I returned home to Las Vegas, where Kenny and I corresponded a few times, and then his wife Debbie shut his phone off, and that was that. And I never tried contacting him again. So that's the extent of that. But that's why I suspect Justin. So anyway, some new information I have about Justin Whittam was this morning. Today is Friday, September 26th, 2025. Is it 26th, right? Yes, Friday, September 26th, 2025. Currently, the time is 9:27 a.m., but I'm going to be airing this later, so this is actually pre-recorded. I'm going to be airing this at about 5. On my YouTube channel. But yeah, today's Friday, September 26th. This morning, right around 4:35 a.m., I walked to go get some coffee and was approached by somebody in a white, what appeared to be 2005 Mitsubishi Lancer with a spoiler. It looked like there had definitely been some modifications to the vehicle. Um, Possibly lowered just a little bit, but not like, ground scraping. But yes, it was a white 2005 Mitsubishi Lancer appearing vehicle, I believe, and a man who looked exactly like Justin Whittam was saying something to me that I could not understand.
All right, I'm gonna.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a
Okay, so I'm pre-recording this, so there are a few limitations. I can only do 10 minutes of recap. So with this next one, I'll put it on input video. But yeah, so again, this morning, this morning, September 26th, 2026, approximately 4:35 a.m., I was walking to go get coffee, and somebody in roughly about a 2005 white Mitsubishi Lancer with vehicle modifications, like a spoiler, possibly lowered, approached me, saying something that I could not understand because I had my over-the-ear headphones on. The man looked exactly like Justin Whittam. So that really the main purpose behind this Full Blown Friday was to go over the reasons why I suspect Justin Whittam of this. Not just because of his connections to the Whittam family, but also because of his behavior, his character, things he's been involved with in the past, criminal activity that he has perpetuated himself and been involved in. And yeah, so this man looked exactly like Justin Whittam in a 2005, approximately like a maybe 2000 to 2005 white Mitsubishi Lancer with vehicle modifications, like a spoiler. I didn't get the license plate number of the car, but it did appear to be an Arizona license plate. I've been trying to take photographs and video of people as they, solicit me, but now I'm just trying to ignore them and avoid them with, walking around with over the ear headphones. If it's something that I can't avoid, I do try to record it. situation where if I start to get known for doing that, somebody's going to wait for that to happen and use it as an opportunity either to attack me or to say that I pulled a weapon on them. It's that dangerous here, at least for me. So, because of this, again, that's why I continue to talk about it. I'm not the only person who lives in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm not the only person who lives in Maricopa County. I'm not the only woman who lives here. I think if this is happening to me, it's important for me to share my experiences because it could happen to literally any woman here. Um, whether or not my circumstances apply to you, it doesn't really matter. It could happen to you. My circumstances evolve as the terrorism against me changes. I just want to put names and faces on the people that are doing this to me. And so far, I've given a couple of pretty comprehensive lists of criminal enterprises here in Phoenix, Arizona, in Maricopa County, I should say, because some cities, are in Maricopa County, but they're not necessarily in Phoenix. So I will say these people are in Maricopa County. I've said a lot of horrible things about everybody in Phoenix, and I don't mean it about everybody in Phoenix. And I do apologize for my anger and the horrible things that I've said to people who don't deserve it. These people that I've named are the only people that I can think of as of today who could potentially have something to do with the 50 to 100 tramadol pills that were stashed without my knowledge inside my storage unit at Extra Space Storage in Mesa, Arizona on Main. So I want to make clear that these people were trying to paint a picture of me that is untrue. And this picture that they're trying to paint has almost cost me my life on many different occasions. It has cost me time. It has cost me, it's literally like sensory deprivation. I no longer have a regular sleep schedule. I no longer can eat regular healthy meals because of stress. I no longer feel safe going outside. I don't feel safe in the city I've spent 34 years of my life in because somebody decided that I was too white for Maricopa County without even knowing anything about me, really. So that's why I'm doing these, and I appreciate anybody who's listening. Again, I apologize if I, posted some nasty things that are hard to read. If you've been able to see through that because I'm angry over my circumstances, thank you, because none of what I say negatively applies to you. And if I have applied some negativity to you that you don't deserve, please accept my sincere apologies because this has seemed like somebody has literally had me standing in front of a firing squad over something I had no idea about. And now that I see why this is happening and realize exactly the picture people are trying to paint of me, I want to make it 100% abundantly clear that this is false. And I appreciate you listening. I appreciate you paying attention. Um, I'm keeping myself safe. Like I said, I plan to live out the remainder of my lease here. Once I'm finished with that, I don't know where I'm going to go. I want to go somewhere where I could work, eat, live a normal life, and be around people who want that as well. Thank you for listening. Tune in next time I have one of these. I don't know when it'll be though.
Okay, so anyways, thanks for tuning in to the full blown radio show. So yeah, that was pretty much everything. I just wanted to record that earlier this morning before the details kind of faded, after the day. So thanks for joining me. And I think I'll probably do the next one Wednesday, probably around the same time. I don't know that I'm going to schedule a time. I'll just do them Wednesdays and Fridays. So I'll see you on Wednesday at some point.